Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to North Country Off Grid. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't like the video, hit that thumbs up as well. All right, Americans, I have to commend you guys. Record firearms sales in the country. Congratulations to all of you for going out and exercising your Second Amendment rights and getting ready for the upcoming battle with your firearms. But I'm a little bit concerned, guys. I think that more so than firearms, more so than that need for firepower protection, I think food is going to be their weapon. Hunger is going to be the weapon of the future, the weapon of compliance. I think that we are a little too focused on weaponry. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, okay? Go buy you some guns. But I don't think that that should be your main focus, or you should at least be definitely focusing on food. We've been telling you guys for months, start planting gardens right away. Get ready to start canning and jarring, preserving food, putting food away, storing food away in large quantities. We had talked about food shortages coming in this country. We are now starting to see that stuff. When we talked about livestock being euthanized, right, as opposed to being taken to the butcher, taken to the processing plants, we are now seeing those processing plants are closed down, and that is having a huge ripple effect across the nation. I have had people reach out to me. I have reached out to other people. They are having issues with offloading. They are having issues with their supply chain. Large cattlemen, people who own pigs. We are seeing here locally in the great state of Idaho, the potato state. We're actually the gem state, but we are known for potatoes in this area. Potatoes are being given away by the truckload. We have seen both in southern Idaho, central Idaho, northern Idaho, we have seen groups of people, such as the real 3%ers of Idaho, going out and securing truckloads, dump truckloads of potatoes from farmers who they just don't have anywhere to take them. They are getting these truckloads, they are bringing them back to the communities, and they are giving them to neighbors who are putting them away, putting them to use, whether you're using them to plant or whether you are making French fries. The point is, guys, is we are seeing food given away by the truckload. We are seeing milk dumped by the hundreds of thousands of gallons. We are seeing beef producers being told, you cannot bring in your cows. We don't have room for your cows. Yet we are seeing fast food chains drying up. No beef. Right? No beef in some of the stores. They cannot get beef in some locations. If that does not make all of you a little nervous, it definitely should. You should definitely be looking down the line at what could possibly happen. And what could possibly happen is you might be hungry in the future. So when you are hungry in the future, what happens, guys? What happens is you'll do whatever it takes to not be hungry. And for many people, for many of you, that means you're going to do whatever the government tells you to do to be able to get food from the government, which is not good. We are hearing a lot of talks in different locations about laws being enforced that are going beyond this stay-at-home order stuff. It's going beyond that. It's going beyond gathering in private groups, going to your friend's house to be able to socialize for a little bit. They are trying to completely isolate people in some locations. So we are continually getting worse. It is declining. Your rights are slowly being grabbed up by government, right? And what are we seeing? We're seeing some people going back to work, and some of those people going back to work, their licenses are governed by the state. Those people will be crippled by the state. Your hair salons, your bars, I think restaurants as well. Put it in the comments below if you have a state license to be able to operate. Those will be used against you, right? That kind of stuff will be used against you to get you to comply, to force you to do what you are told to do. And then we are being, I think we're being led right into mandatory vaccines. And whether you are pro-vaccine, anti-vaccine, I'm very much pro-choice, right? I think that we have the choice to get vaccinated or not get vaccinated. Nobody should be allowed to tell us what to stick inside our bodies. And we're watching just the gross negligence of this safety committee, right? This Dr. Fauci fella. There's something up with that guy. You guys can tell me in the comments below what you think of that guy. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not even following the majority of the stuff that guy says or does, because when I listen to him and I watch him, and from what I'm seeing of his past, I want nothing to do with that guy or any program he is trying to implement. Any team he is leading, I'm not on it. I'm not going to play for that team. I want nothing to do with it, right? So I'm distancing myself from that guy, his agenda, and anyone connected to him. So how does that affect me, guys? How does that change for me versus you? Here's the issue: is I'm much more self-contained. I'm much more self-reliant. I understand where those relationships are in government, where they control you, and I have released myself from any of those. Which means they don't control me, which means they're going to have a very hard time getting people like myself, friends of mine as well, to comply with these orders, because we just don't have to. They can't force us to do it by threatening to take away our livelihood, right? We are self-reliant. We can feed ourselves here on the farm. We don't need them. The food chain dries up, it makes it difficult for everyone. There will be things that, all of us can't get, but there will be things that I will still be able to get. There will be food available to farmers, small farmers, homesteaders, those ranchers, right? And it's because we've taken it upon us to live a life where we are responsible for ourselves, and we don't want the government controlling us, and we don't want the government, giving us permission to do stuff, to live life here on earth. It's a crazy concept that they try to control every aspect of your life. But when you allow them to feed you, you rely on them to feed you, you're in a different situation, guys. You are in a predicament, and it is up to you guys to figure out how to get yourself, release those chains, right? Release those bindings. You guys need to look at your lives. You need to figure out where you're connected to the system, and you need to figure out how you can circumvent that before you are forced to take a vaccine, or you are forced to take a microchip. So your hand is completely forced to do whatever it is they want you to do, and you no longer have free will. So that is it, guys. If you don't want to comply, you better have a backup plan, because just saying, I'm not going to comply, it's not a game plan. Okay, get yourself a game plan. Figure out where they control you. Figure out where your paths in the future may intersect, and figure out how to reroute. Okay, find a different way around. Proud of all of you guys for buying guns at an alarming and record rate. Congratulations. But you guys need to do more than just arm up, right? Arming up is great, but God forbid you arm up and then use that to take from people that have prepared. Don't put yourself in a situation where you are going to be forced to take from people who have prepared. Be sure that you prepare in the same manner. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up. Be safe. Be safe. Grow a garden. Take care of yourselves. Don't comply.